About 2 weeks ago, watching any 2 weeks, pepe, and you didn't come out. How they say so. Yeah, the engineer Abdullah Mahama. Eba studio. Now, what country is engineer? Lotus no ebesan so baby. Some doubted it. Will be idea. Will be when he say be a propaganda. But then, Finance Minister Ekasai and what my indication says, they say, new roads near the Adibio Hodoma, a buy Ebesan so agitos, no statement, no Ewaha, Yebekin Kaya, no at the amount under the road sector, a year program, buying a share him so bet me achieve. But I mean, Kwaman, so I mean, my engineer Abdullah Mahama Ache. Engineer, what to make a good morning?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Mpombo kwa dia.
Thank for any danasi. Okay, say no, I just wrote the next one.
Is it from Prophet Abdullah Mahama?
But also from Prophet Engineer Alhaji Abdullah Mahama.
I see. I don't pay as I say engineer Wajia. So, but quick one. Mamin Kai, page 28. Of the statement and Finance Minister paragraph 54. I see road sector program. Mr. Speaker, in spite of the revenue mobilization challenges, the president is determined to fix the roads. A year of roads program is on very much course. Phase 1 of our agreement with Sino Hydro Corporation Limited, comprising engineering, procurement, and as well as construction contract for 442 kilometers of roads and 2 interchanges have gained significant progress, including the Tamale interchange. It goes further. Mami Shebebia toast Nidiano Ewono na Memkaya no. Now over a year, page 30, paragraph 56. As Mr. Speaker, under the Ministry of Roads and Highways, Public-Private Partnership Program, PPP, Program for Road Infrastructure, the design, build, finance, operate, and maintain Akrata Motorway and Extension PPP project. Some 27.7 kilometers is at the procurement stage. Site works and expected to commence in September 2022. Paragraph 57 goes further to state, or say, the government of Ghana has made a strategic decision in line with the Public-Private Partnership Act 2020, Act 1039, to procure the Accra-Tema Motorway and Extension project through GIF, Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, with a mandate to deliver a GIF-led PPP financing solution where maximum funds are raised from the market, but majority ownership of the project remains with GIF on behalf of Ghanaian government. The draft concession agreement between GIF and Ministry of Roads and Highways is currently under review by GIF, Ministry of Roads and Highways, the Office of the Attorney General, and the Ministry of Finance. When completed, the CA is expected to be approved by the PPA committee. Cabinet approval will equally be given. Now, this is where he talks about the road tolls. I say the completed road will be tolled to recover the whole life cost of the completed infrastructure, as well as pay lenders to provide a return to equity investors. The government of Ghana shall provide funding through GIF to take equity in special purpose vehicle to be created by GIF for the project. Engineer, Sadia, we know address.
Mesa fa kunya no matia utie for no ahwe for anapawe. Me stress me can radio so TV so last 2 weeks, precisely 13th of July. That was in kana me sorry kwana winter, so we have another interview. So let me just pass this before
before you go
records. And I was emphatic on it. I'll just create an indulgence of listeners and the viewers. Omonko at Mahama_Abdullah. At Mahama Twitter, at Mahama_Abdullah. I was emphatic, even more than what I said on your TV station, on the 8th of February this year. Say, in the coming weeks, if not months, this year, that unpopular decision by government has to come back. So let your viewers, yeah. at Mahama_Abdullah on the 8th of February 2022. Before Ebekasano, government ought to start taking some technocrats in this country who are devoid of politics seriously when it comes to the built environment and infrastructure. Government should start to take such projections that we make backed by science, evidence, and common sense seriously in their input when they are trying to come to the country, because our heart is just for the country. Now, I don't expect, say, Minister of Finance, or become track, say, or become straight, say, the tools are back. So I understand the politics of what he did yesterday.
Okay.
Try to massage the bringing back shameful cancellation or the decommissioning of the toll system to bring it back. And let me tell him, say, or let me tell Ghana, the government, not political government, the government, ruling government, say, it's not a disgrace when you concede and you owe the Adeneba back. Don't start to talk about some newly constructed roads that are ever started. That will take the motorway for the past 3 years in his budget.
Yeah.
It's at the verge of completion. It has come. You have started. We are 1 month away from doing it. September has started. So we want to have definite now pronouncement. We want to have the issue where we say we are not going to IMF even a month before, and then they say if you don't walk to the destination, you will crawl to the destination. So we say you don't want to be advised or you don't take advice on board. Say we a leader, not say Jacob and Kum, not say every boy, not some person will take it. If you don't want to walk to the destination, you'll be forced to crawl to the destination. Pick it again. If you don't want to walk to the destination, you'll be forced to crawl to the destination.
Interesting.
Levies, I'm saying that more can say the newly constructed roads and PPP and some strategic whatever. Massa, you have goofed big time. Bring the levies back. Ghanaians have not. In fact, it's one of the most legitimate across the globe. One of the most legitimate tolls are Obia and Frowning. And I said it on your record, on your station, say, we are the least toll in the world. And I want to be emphatic, we are the least toll in the world. Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire is doing about 5 cities average, and you are here doing 50%, and you are canceling it again. Secondly, I don't expect, say, we will always sit down and be having the penchant to say, private partnership.
Okay.
Okay. Why are we not trying to digitize the system so well that at the end of every week, you're able to have at least an average of 90%, 95% accurate data to compare to the finance or the money you are receiving at the levy? We do almost all the levy, the toll stations now. Yeah, some common cities who are
yeah.
Even in traffic count, designed for roads. When we want to actually get proper data for a road construction, after we have done our traffic count out, almost all junctions and the roads, we try to do what we call confirmatory comparison with the toll. If the man of toll nankasasiye, then because the cars will slow down and pay and go, you are about 99% accurate with the data you are collecting of vehicles, all the various vehicles for your pavement design.
Okay.
It cannot be fair. The government will throw his hands in despair, say, the man of private for now. We realize about only 40% or 60% of our events, the monies. How can you run a business? Business. That question goes to Minister for Roads and Highways. Who work as a business? Now say, the 100,000 extra business move for infrastructure. Now at the end of the day, we are getting 70,000 every year. You are pumping 100,000 into the business, and 70,000 every year. Can the business be viable? Can you operate as if it's on would you be happy to tell Ghanaians say every time that I taxes or whatever the money from the toll, I am getting short of about 40%. Government should be serious to be seen, say he is collecting every money which is due him. Get the CCTV cameras at all the toll centers or the toll booths. Every single month, whatever the agency is submitting to you, another private agency is submitting to you, look at the data from the CCTV cameras, and at least if you're about 95% accurate, Ghanaians will see value for money. But don't come and sit down and tell us, shamefully, you are realizing about 60% or 50% of the revenue from the toll. You get it? And that's one. And secondly, we just want to tell government, say, whatever we have said, we will continue to say the same thing. Say, he has to bring the toll to all the roads. And in fact, get some other roads added. If you Kofodia, if you come out over, if you decide to go to Kofodia, to come to a friend saying, through Kofodia to a bridge, and you come and connect to Ayimensa to come to Accra, it means say you are not paying any money. You understand?
Yeah.
We have avoided the toll. So it's only better that we should sit down and then properly add even areas where we think the end toll here to make it reasonable. Yes, Maakye Sombe started Brekusu, Echo a Brekuano. Now
it's part of the budget projection.
Thank you.
Yes.
So I'm still advising government as a professional that short distance now over travel from ACP to connect to a Brino is going to add a lot of convenience, comfort for motorists. So in their design, they shouldn't finish the road and come and put a kiosk on that part of the say we are now thinking of getting the road to be tolled. Because I mean, if I'll drive from Accra Timota and that's my before be peer and I say no Kwabenya Hatu Domi area. Now I have to drive on the Hatu route, come to Atomic, go to Zongo Junction, go to Reese Junction, go to Adenta Junction, go to Pantan Junction, and use Oyadefa to Ayimensa to come to a bridge. That's the shortest route within 15 kilometers and get to Kitase and connect to a bridge. I'm prepared to pay 5 cities at a toll than to go and throw myself off the road and go through another 3 hours to connect to a bridge. It makes a lot of sense when you start to give Ghanaians these reasons why you have to toll X and Y roads which are newly constructed. Don't finish the road first and foremost and come and put a kiosk. Where's Anna? You'll be having the challenges that you're having at Dodowa Road now, say there's a traffic on it. Because with the kiosk basis, what can follow to kiosk at the Begiska? It means you didn't plan when you're doing the construction.
Okay.
So we should just tell government, say, in all the road that they are planning, at least when they are about to get to the toll booth, about 1 kilometer average, the road should be widened enough to accommodate. If the road is a 2-laner, you should have at least a minimum of about 5 lanes, 1 kilometer to the toll booth. And when you are finished paying, you are exiting the toll, another 1 kilometer, so that before you connect back to the 2-lane, there will be ample time for everyone to store and move on the road. So that you don't come and tell us, for congestion and for health constraints and then for conflict or whatever it is. That's why you unpopularly.
But engineer, what sense does it make? Say you better new roads we are yet to construct. Now yeja the already existing road that still now you go so area rehabilitation works. Of what essence?
No, he's not going to tow it now.
Yes, I understand. Yes, in the future. But my question is that after the construction of those roads, for instance, Accra Tema motorway, near the two basis, okay? Of what essence would that be at the time already existing ones? Yes, Ian Toby.
Thank you. So that's and I say it is a way to just hide your shame. When you tell Ghanaians, me papa before. There was an issue that he raised some time ago, and it became very popular. I said, differently. I appreciate him more. Do you remember the applaud that the His Excellency had in this country? He was able to rally all of us along. It's only nice. So when you goof big time, as a leader, be prepared to concede and apologize and move on. As a technocrat, I expect that all the rules which were told earlier should be told again. So when the government starts to have backing of some of us who are technocrats now, it's not political. We are telling you, say, it doesn't make sense not to toll the roads in the country. The roads are in deplorable state. They are not being maintained. Even weeding of the grass. Last 2 months, about even Pantai to Medina, center of Accra, the weed was more than 1 meter high. In Kra and the rodents, reptiles, were in the center of Accra, rolling on our roads. Then the last 3 weeks or so, I think a month ago, we brought the prisoners to come and weed the place. Fine, that's okay, because maybe they also charge with hard labor, so that's one of the form of hard labor. But you move on our roads in the country, the weeds have grown to the sense they are now covering part of the edge of the carriageway. Because the contractors, those local contractors who are doing the weeding and clearing, are not being paid. Some of the areas on the highway, cars and the tires and the fan, it becomes a heap on the road. It is a so because there are a heap of sand along the shoulders and the inner shoulders of the road. The water is not able to fall into the median drain. Now, it's called hydroplaning. One take it as a performance of breaker. If you're not putting one of your tires on maybe one side of the vehicle, enter the showing first now. It will pull the car in the other way so that your car will be involved in an accident. So we should tell government, say, your hard times, all right. We are the least toll in the world. Bring back the toll and even improve it, go up significantly. But before then, what about 2 city, 3 city, 4 city, whatever proposal they're going to make from Parliament now, make sure that you don't come and tell me and Cardinal say, Mr. Speaker say, every month also 100 million Ghana cedis, and you are getting 60 million because of thievery. If the minister laments to you and I, then we are doomed. As like the minister said to us, all the people who are at the toll, axle load on, they are thieves. I have the recording here. They are thieves, Mr. Speaker and Engineer Mahama don't have any power to ensure that
those people do not steal from us.
Thank you. So he should not come and lament to us. If you are giving the power to the minister, walk the talk. And we are speaking with passion to this country so that Ghanaians will listen that at least there are some people who always have the country at heart. Mr. Minister for Western Finance, Mr. Minister for Roads and Highways, go back and tell Ghanaians, what they are trying to do like a piecemeal approach towards bringing the toll, it's a fallacy, it's a lie. You will bring the toll back. Otherwise, we are going to finish the motorway in about 3 years. So in this time, we are waiting for the motorway to be finished. How significant is that motorway money going to do? We have the whole country. We see the whole country. I obey 38 tolls. It's insignificant. Because it will go to your contractors. Now you are waiting
to
make a proposal.
Yes. How much more just the motorway?
The motorway. Okay, on records, last week Wednesday, they have started the Ofankor and Sawam Road.
Kessben 92.5.
I started Ofankor and Sawam Road. What I spoke about, the road was actually a death trap.
Yes.
After started last week Wednesday, clearing. We hope that they won't stop. I'm told that it's part of the $750 million loan now approved last week, and that's quite a huge amount of figure for the contractor. 200 million plus for the 70-kilometer stretch of the road. So government, we want you to go and tow the roads from Accra, Ekwa Kodu after Bonsu, Ediko Kumasi Kwano. There's only one toll. That is the Sapema one. It's insignificant. But before you do that to Ghanaians, make sure but improve the quality, maintenance, pothole patching. So Ghanaians will be willing to pay. And you at least at the toll booth locations, you are improving them. But how ironic would it be? Over the toll booths where we now when you have potholes there 10, you are struggling to go to the toll, the road to pay the toll. So these are things that if you do, common sense will tell Ghanaians, let's rally behind the government. Let's all do this so that we can help our country, Ghana. But I can say, the government should start to take some of us who have sustained a record of ambiguity. We've been speaking on issues and we're making predictions. The Ayimensa, the Weja to a hill, all those things that we have said, flooding, increasing in Accra, everything that we have said, we don't want to be political. We don't want to be part of them. But when we speak, government should start to decipher between who is not being political and not being biased. Thank you very much.
Engineer, Engineer Abdullahi Mahama and Aminino Edin Komono, road constructor, and then was also a consultant. Very important discussion and a conversation and have it. The honorable minority ranking member, the honorable Kwame Appiah and on this same road toll issue, make a statement after a year Ken of Foriata speech at my parliament. And my video Emra on a year minorities view on a year road tolls, say a beba back in disguise, and also say Emma back, my honorable Kwame Appiah na yembra yeba church.
And then it was very shameful to hear what he had to say today on the specific issues about road. I feel very ashamed to listen to what he had to say. In 2021, we were here when he came to Parliament, and then this is what they said at paragraph 845 on the Accra Tema motorway. That the Accra Tema motorway PPP project, 31.7 kilometers, as the financing proposed by the preferred bidder. Everything has been done, and then the contract was signed. This is in the 2021 budget. Take 2022 budget. Then you go to paragraph 878, and you read the Accra Tema Motorway PPP 31.7 kilometers. The financing arrangement have been completed, and construction will start in early 2021. So you've seen the story already. In 2020 and 2021, they said they have signed the agreement for the construction. 2022, they said they have signed they have completed the financing agreement. Today, this finance minister is saying that on page 31 of the page 53, that is paragraph 56, that they are now going through procurement. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now telling us in 2022 you are going through procurement, when in 2021 you said you have already. When it comes to road tolls, look at what he said. The finance minister told us one of the reasons he cancelled the road toll was because road toll collection ends up creating pollution in the environment. He said because of pollution he stopped the collection of the tolls. Today he's saying that they are going to build the motorway as a part of PPP. As we speak, the people who have lost their job as a result of what he did, some of them are standing here. He hasn't said anything about paying them. So we are saying that this government can never be trusted. It's very disgraceful for him not to apologize to the people of this country that when he spoke in 2021 and then in the 2022 budget, he actually lied about the status of the Tema Motorway. And for the road toll, I want to commend him for at least today he didn't pray before starting. Very interesting, today he told a little bit of truth. The previous times he quoted the Bible, he says so many things. Today, fortunately, he didn't pray, but at least a little bit of truth came. Our brothers and sisters, we believe that road tolls actually can be a factor of investment on our roads. That is why when he cancelled it, we told him it was a wrong decision. And we remember what they did to Speaker. When Speaker even told them that by law you need to come to Parliament before you can cancel the tolls, they told Speaker to go for the tolls himself. In front of Speaker today, he's telling us that he's bringing a toll back. This finance minister is not fit for purpose. It's a disgrace when he leaves this house today. He should go and tender his resignation. He's totally lost control of the economy and cannot be trusted to tell the truth about anything. And that is why I feel that this should be the last time he comes to Parliament. He should resign tomorrow morning. But guess what? President Akufo-Addo ain't got the balls to sack him. Because if he sacks him, his government will collapse further. But we, the people of this country, will show them the door in 2024. And we are told that they are trying to engineer the voters register by laying a CI that disenfranchises people. Like I told you before, Ghana card, as we speak, 38,000 people in the Adaplu are in the census. 25,000 of them qualify to get Ghana card. But as
ranking member on Ghana's Parliament, Rose Committee in Parliament, and that would in Ghana. But Mayanko, the majority leader, deputy, the Honorable Afenyo Maakye, Efutum Rashebi, equally has a response to the Honorable Kwame Appiah Yentie, Afenyo Maakye statement, Emra.
By saying that this government remains focused, we are determined. We are not comparing ourselves with the NDC, but in real terms, they are the major political party in opposition. They are the main opponents that are seeking for power. So don't let us allow them to mislead us into thinking that they can do it better. For the avoidance of doubt, it is the same old NDC appointee.
We will try and get you a better sound of that. Now, what in me at the Honorable Afenyo Maakye so in response to Kwame Appiah and the course so war and Rashebi and we will be bringing you that clip no surely. Now, once what in me and we are trying to get you the better sound. Now, what in me at the year, but Nina no komodia the media budget review no and no more ana anope yenewo ede and we'll be bringing you the full interview shortly. Now also what me atiase a quick one ma yenti enobium na yensan so emra the Honorable Afenyo Maakye yenti ene no na yemra back
with their appointor still leading them for another support by saying that this government remains focused. We are determined. We are not comparing ourselves with the NDC, but in real terms, they are the major political party.
No ebehwe na yetimi edi ho enkomo enti yebedi sa nkomo no na ya ye interview no surely but mamema atajo ache na mema no akwaba from a year Grace Gift Heba no pay one more ebwa yen ata it is saying good morning. Oh to say and every boy is through you know atajo and then is you know the microphone no Grace Gift is say no pay
me ba so nyame adom boko e hoboko doctor so chia pa
me geneso
na me ba so fa simi kan jo so wi a bra clinic o ne me ka ho machine so no bi ho nti me ana me ye de me massage o kama se de be ya ho besisi wo ho so ti me cha clinic ho.
Okay, but I don't pay the na de buy.
Oh, okay. Me patcho sabre me fan chia kese emma wahwefo ni watiefo ni. Me patcho ene so bi say Tuesday do say ya ba ya na adusua ene adechere. Esan say Dr. Grace die. Nani ekune manfo na afi so aya sa obese obi aba na onya na yaresa. Nti me patcho ene no ya ba ama ema ne mema fi say Nyankopon abode na etupe ema ne mema ebi ka ho de bete wi ase ha no ema ne mema ne ede ye wo ha say ntimi so ebedi ka atre ema de esan say utie ye clinic ni din cry ye Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services ye tremu say adom achede ebibidro ayaresa bia ye din fidi akese ye de eye enipa ubodi ni enhwehwemu ntimi so say yare bia wo go through no meant na fie but modern so betutu na dey aba Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services na sakra na bra panyimen kasa me dey location number na be dey ebetuja sanse ebia na me kasa be wie no person be busa question bi ana say obe free doctor yare a ukomu bi antim pa cho Grace Gift Herbal Clinic here wo ye nkra batane ba bi mienu pa cho ye Kumasi na nkran Kumasi be hu ye wo Oshim School Junction na oba nkran pumpuni mantem hanso ampacho no
Achimota Petroleum
New Achimota Petroleum Bangalore me pacho ye ne Family Life International School na edin hwe ni mu na Dr. Grace number ni 0543 32 00 30 0543 32 00 30 and 0246 518 003 0246 518 003 and our friend as any me nyina e busy am so fafa we so when so 0242 72 52 74 0242 72 52 74 me pa cho ye be sha nya kasa nti o ma ne me ma no mo ben ye be bia wo bia betie me pa cho ene ye be hwe ma no fibroid ana e ha ma no bo hu obi wo ha me kan say symptoms ni bo ha obe ye o menses no unye dai unhu ni ye baba bebre eno so ye symptoms ana say wo ye o menses na pains ni ye and no see a symptoms in be and I so bo ha obeli can say oh yeah the menses no be sat ya obi e we change me what say ya we ya to naira Grace Gift na ye be do bi ni nyina ye jene me so wo fibroid and asa afei na obenya fibroid na pe jene Abidjan jene ni bi but jene obenya bia be dey okay obenya jene na wa blend na wa blend jene ye bia dey e ka ho nti me person obe free doctor number no o blend jene ne wi ade bi wo ho aye de be ka ho aye be ma watimi asa fibroid ya wi
e be tu fibroid na se dia ma
okay nti me say the doctor number no to dia bi say be ya ade ko na hwehwe no wo fra obenya o doctor number no 0543 32 00 30 me pacho eno ye ema de no na mema because me da bia me ba ha
fibroid no say o blend eye onions na ade o ho no ma wo ba doc ho no ma wo be kire na wo de aka ho e be tu ase ama
okay ade bi wo ho a wo ba doctor ho a wo de dey wo frɛ na wo benya de kodie na ka ho san say ye bre no esenti nti ye be call ye nua no mema so san say me de bia me ba me say atadwo me pa gene be market ka obetikatuku na wa dey wa ba Ubedu men's a man out to papa so. Yen na ye bank clients who do a just one wasi and canine a just soon yank night in Mr. Momuniano Mema. My pom would yam and passo dianoyana who here pants in Mr. And Mamma Muslim Jenny, so you'll be known to me men's on Passoa, Mr. But me papa, Mr. Miss Mammy, Oboaya on Pegalic, and I bet you could bench you any lime. And a garlic and so the intimate shard, the bay okay amount. About to me any meaning in a bed. Wow, intimate part of a garlic. And now you buy it, but no be any opportunity a shay and then I say to be a miriam the new one. I can't a garlic. Mr. Garlic, the Bia trust a garlic. Oh, yeah, yan fastikai enka. And I feel so yan no garlic. What the anne is all doing Sabishani. We out there go, you and watching the kama. Open a garlic and get 1 miensa. Round one, think it 1 miensa. Nashana ho kama. We out there go you am watching no abo born around one. Now I there with the warm water 1 minute said the 1 minute to pay and we are side ya. E be boa pa na obenya obeye our bra wako training and asa wako gym aba no I side ye we e be boa pa. And I feel
be you ni pedua ni mu fi bia.
Aha. E be what Jinaso, I day at Japan, Timisro, Mumianya side, we say Grace gift her back naked, Obaha, a bijo, and a sign away. In the last one, American Honon, so a Kubensu,
okay,
and the line. Obo has no release, no, be frey. Me mobidin obi frɛ o say Mrs. Sia na my release you na Miss me pa cho ye betray be o say yensa mede emeti su biem ema o fi say obi nyi ho obi anyere
eti kubensuo no obey ne den
me pa cho kubensuo no ene lime obepe kubensuo sawe na yedro na obeye nti we ne yim so me anya nyumude no o to kuba so pede anya de eno na nsuo ni dɔɔso na se de aduane ni mu no eno na nsuo ni dɔɔso nti wo ye de ope kubensuo na now the lime. But it be depending kubensuo na obenya wo kubenu na obenya o de lime ni be so nsuo ni dɔɔso a o de lime 4 a yanka twada mako 4 no wa ye de wachim egum wi a wa style ne kama wa kafra na wanom eno nso anopa ewi anwuma na say anopa ne anwuma nti wobetuma ye crampo a wo ye garlic na anopa anwuma na wo kwakoda na wa ye kubensuo ni lime na bravo nyi so ye side we ya
ebeboa pa
ile crampo me dey on free wachi nko baby a enti misram Grace gift her back clinic ye kan farmer mo say yare bia ni hwa ye dey ye ntumi nsa yare a ye ntumi nsa ye kwata ana say ni fra edi abro 15 years ena emum ena achacha ena aya na ofa ka jo ka say obi asa bi jimi ana asa akwajo san se obi obeje do anu akoto agu baby o man onye dey onnom enti say yare no fa so wampene ama ye nsa say yare no enti mi so yare bia ni hwa ye dey ntumi nsa tutu na bra Grace gift her back clinic e ho na ba obenya wa yare sa ye din ni ye honam asenti ye dey bra e ho na obenya yare sa
ajo bo number ne so bi make location na ye nko
Dr. Grace board number ni 0543 32 00 0543 32 00 30 and 0246 518 003 0246 518 003 but you can full Dr. Grace board Herbal Clinic na mama say e ho na mo ba aresa nyina eweye mo dia mba cho da wase
me so me da and see the numbers in the to screen. So Grace gift back to the kind of to me on wedding. I'm horrible at saying. I was just still with us here, Dr. Festus. And we are coffee. Here, Upper Dentra, East Ebrasebe Jendi, on the ticket of the new Patriotic Party, member of the Finance Committee in Parliament. Yeah, they be thinking that motion is here, and Wakwa control the Jumba Sisters and pay a Finance Committee because it. And to join you live on Facebook, Kessben TV is live on Facebook and Kessben FM 92.9 as well. Yeah, live on Facebook. More join here if you have an ending on Pacho or buy a YouTube channel on this one. Yeah, live and pay and to ubeti me a join here live. YouTube and so now what me and here I interact. Your numbers no is 0550596929 0550596 929. WhatsApp numbers no and 055056 67929 na what the messages no at the aba I'm memorable actually na me mano akwaba honorable be microphone no kakra good morning
yo penny me ma
empom there very well. My name was say anope so waje so na watimi aba studio so amaye Andra mahu pages no edoso it took the finance minister about close to 1 hour and over kakra ana watimi ede sa statement ede my but section of it anope ye be fa no sector by sector na yetimi ahwese ye be komu na yetimi ede nkomo the aban reduce with the macroeconomic indicators the growth rate revenues will project here in the 2022 budget and due to challenges aban ehwese wontimi achieving in ano and pay ye baba bedi and ho enkomo plus other things in terms of expenditure and so ye bedi in ho enkomo surely na afi yetimi ahwe but maminti horrible in about 2 minutes Andra event course or parliament no your view any observation and with me make here na afi yentoaso eni nkomo
yo nana
Mr. Speaker
Mr. Speaker now yes. You are the speaker but that's it mama sanso enchia echiefo bio na menchia me constituency for
okay
but na hadma also de enchia no edeko ma wo mo me party executives ni na ne de enchia mai ni na alepe me cheche o ni na yo opani bidase and that the course of parliament if you say you na yehu to say the okay no budget review statement it took the finance minister I think more than 30 to 40 minutes.
Yes, so. Almost an hour.
Yes,
and over.
Sana ultimately message we Edemaya. Now it was a very welcome statement.
Okay.
And we are sure sir most Ghanaians were not expecting Angela finance minister take you know. We share the global economic crisis you wom ya. Na ultimately bar out because but the deficit percentage you know Matiso. Obianu say ba be kase o ye be call be 15% said ye call 2020 ni ADNB but also what is so it tells you say the expenditure and the physical discipline na ye dey atuna kwemu no eno na betimi akoso enti on the over me 2 minutes in summary no betimi ka say the presentation was very splendid and was surprising most expectations for expecting say the baby blue budget we are come to ask for additional expenditure our money can be me spend it yes no or see expenditure no crown why they asan what so my budget deficit the crown or asan what so
okay
he was very frank and truthful okay no correct also with this Ukraine war and other things no your growth rate here project here no e dey beat me
okay
until you enter some that 3.7 if you say I mean that's said it all
okay
but also my assurance or admit we are in economic crisis so in the next 2.5 years no we are going to come out of this wound yeah you be paying yeah be you and for omode call IMF if you hormone so you require you am so sounds me you need require bit me about out in the next 2.5 years
interesting. But the dynamics, you know, as you put it, and as the finance minister Andra will put it, you know, especially being so I say, picture no a very blur issues, no HS Andra statement, finance minister can you know challenges, no that's what challenges I always say, no in the next 6 months aka ma afia ba na wie no nya dia betimi aso ano sisia se emwa bi kura no betimi aba as I say expectation no the first quarter of 2023 because we share indicators now macroeconomic indicators now it tells you clearly and mamemo bobi so to say they we share here no economic growth rate na more expect say anka fin ko na wie ye sika sem ye niema ye bibia according to our GDP no in comparison no anka betimi grow by 5.8% now sir vision no ana ni so ade hunu si sudua na mudi si mani so aban di si na ni so no ene we release e de abafo entizese was expectation no Ghana for expectancy betimi grow by some 3.7%. We share indicators now. Then again over a year estimated deficit no the difference between revenue betimi generate and then expenditure will be to me and make it definitely no your expenditure no is always higher than your revenue you're generating. And in terms of revenue a buy project is and 2022 no obey me and some 100.5 million Ghana cedis. So say a buy say what is so at the aba somewhere around 96 million, and then a big go. So now OSHA expenditure rate around a year estimated 137.5 billion Ghana cedis. No, a buy say what is so at the about 135 billion Ghana cedis. And these are key indicators telling us clearly say a buying susuye any nisika semuno and yama mususuye na no afraid would be a buffer because they are not more expecting no munti me emiti.
Yo, but that's it. Let me say, medical boss. He's just being frank. I don't know whether the other proposers now more canon. Are they arguing say that 3.7 GDP growth and we can't achieve it? And I was looking for the growth that we achieved for the first quarter.
Okay,
around 3.3 or so from the monetary policy report.
Okay.
So if he is estimating 3.7 down from 5.8, I'm sure say quite achievable. But my entry adrenaline and Kobe so. In the short term, what the can say, into me and yet much because you anticipating say probably the next the first quarter of 2022.
Yeah.
But Tima, your woman situation, your woman. Openly and yes, before the Ukraine war. Let's look at our performance. No man is equal. The biggest challenge, I will say it and I'll say it anywhere, is your credit rating agency, international credit rating agencies.
Okay.
Somewhere February, March, but downgrade year no. You were adequate reserves or no. Sure, you move from COVID period. You recorded 0.5 growth. In 2020, 2021, we were about 4 something. Well above the sub-Saharan Africa countries.
Okay.
You're building reserves, almost 10 billion. I bit my cover almost 5 to 6 months cover. Right. The international credit rating problem is say you anticipate say you better pass e-levy. To say e-levy no, Madia. E-levy is making provision of almost 6.9 billion. That is about $1 billion.
Yeah.
Amadia, let us say, will have issues about credit risk. What is credit risk? It's your inability to control your payment when it is due. Multimi accept it, say, ampa, your adequate reserves. Ewa hormone. Basi you can say the your debt a bit metria. Then you can create panic in the situation. Say no. Because the man passing e-levy, there will be a gap, and therefore Ghana should be downgraded. Now, yes, sir, at the way. I'm downgraded, yeah, the creative panic. If you look at our trade surplus, any finance and the capital accounter, they might call down because of the net outflow of investment. And to investors are almost born, they mature, they have to do what they have to do. In my deputy the reserves no now my yentimi in yasa lower reserve position. It wasn't say actually the results reserves a deputy out of calculation. Now yetimi take you body system are going to IMF no because opening you're making so much gains for the past 5 years. Look at BB Ibeto interest rate. Look at BB Ibeto inflation. Look at BB Ibeto GDP and reserves. Almost every 10 no, yet meet the normal bad down to favorable condition and this is for power pay. Now I say near that bad down. BB a call, they just say we are on track. Right. Now yet me improvement when in the macroeconomic indicators I just say we have the good managers in the economy. Yes, I know. So there's no doubt. credit rating agencies no back down.
Yeah, but credit rating agencies no show books show debt sustainability bosi awo boy kwan awo fa so awo service interest awo principal no sika botre na waje no interest wutia wo ekwan awo be fa so awo beye, and then even the cost of doing that we share we see the depreciation any factors about on interest rate. Now all these things you know factors warnings no were there, so the rate at which sani money no grow no it bringing us into the negatives, and ma investors per se no womunya attracted to us because the names were bob see a exchange rate no we see carnival no depreciate and all of that, then definitely you would have to look out for all these things. But still more can say about air born home day they are not rating agencies no air cano and no credit. At some point the finance minister, the deputy finance minister responded say and no credit their freights for car Bloomberg the omo car must say to this occasion it's about the same tier yababe do this point, and now we put the blame on them say when we downgrading no and our investors no echo
Kessben. Yes, like I was saying, you know, we share bold decision take case because IMF. We've made so much gains. Gains, you know, see a trauma in night to me a road to pay. A be affect me. Share our macroeconomic indicators around March. Just this year, March. It was so favorable. 91 day trading treasury bill 12.something%, inflation 12.something%. The exchange rates are then depreciated by less than 5%. From April, May to July, inflation is now 29 or so percent. Interest rate the same thing. Policy rate the same thing. The city depreciation is over 15.6% from April to date. Right. These are gains yet you struggle and make it from the past 5 years. Are we sitting down for us to lose all these gains? And therefore, also it means some macroeconomic stability be since you announced say you call IMF. Have you seen some economic stability in the environment? Yes. It's I make sure we say they were all speculations.
No, but how can that be? Yes, how can that be speculation? Because here's the IMF in 2018. In 2018, no, even in 2017, after some mobile, more extended by another year. In 2018, yeah, IMF ensures you bring financial discipline, fiscal discipline was there. And expenditure you were measured by the conditionalities are not a border on the IMF program. Now from 2019, Edibesi 2020, COVID is here. Expenditure no 2021 almost the same. The warnings were there. People were telling you say the rate at which are buying air spending at the ever into this ditch. But you still say those were just projections. It was a negative projection for Ghana. It's international rating agencies
Yes, they are a major contributing factor.
I see.
Because don't let us go back for COVID. For us, we were almost out of the wounds of COVID. We share your performance now. We were out of the wound. There were very good tangential rate. We were growing the economy. No doubt about it. Even the finance minister admitted it's fine. The loan to GDP ratio is 76.6%. Right. But have we defaulted before? As a Ghana, as a nation, we have not. So if you come into the picture and indicate to globally that Ghana is likely to not, and therefore blah 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 blah, and that is what created the entire problem. And for me, because the reserve that we had, if you read S&P and the other rating agencies now, they all accepted. Say yes, we are having adequate reserve to cover the next payment of our bond when it is due. So where do you have to create that panic? Because you see, Africa is a time for us to have our own rating agencies than to rely on these international rating agencies, because they also have to understand the dynamics.
It means to say someone is credible. You
see, they must have standard, because 2 or 3 rating agencies, were almost not at the same page. Why should it be so? Ghana is the one economy. So whatever SMP and others will say, it should be almost the same. But there were inconsistencies in it. We have borrowed. we've gone to 76.6% of the GDP. What matters is our ability to pay the interest rate and the principal. My question then is, Ghana as a nation, did we default?
In terms of loan payment, any interest payment?
If you have any record, just let me know. It's part of the economic management, responsibility. Even though we were having some challenges.
Kessben.
Now, if you want to assess the performance of Ghana, let's isolate the exceptional cases. These are exceptional cases in the performance of MPP, whether we were doing well or not. But you see, I listened to the minority, their
press conference,
lingering on rules. Let me be very emphatic. Nana Addo Adankwa president cannot fix all the rules in Ghana. We cannot do it.
3 consecutive years are my year of rules.
And we have been, in terms of rules infrastructure, very unprecedented. We can ask 50% of the municipalities that we have in this country. Every section you see, say, road construction is ongoing. But Benny, it cost us almost $900 to $1 million to construct a kilometer of road.
Yes, but Honorable Bibeka Church, I don't need the case because Muankasa na Mumai assurance and it's the Sino Hydro deal, no, and they most of this road infrastructure project. And so the assumption and then the expectation of Ghana for no, and it's a Sino Hydro deal, no, you're collateralizing and box sites, the money has to come in trenches near to me at the year.
We published the rules that we're going to use Sino Hydro Fund to do it. It wasn't covering the entire nation. If you have a copy, you can look at that. But the demand for road construction obviously cannot be met. Like I'm saying, it's very expensive. And let's bear in mind, in the past, all the road construction that is going on in this country is coming from loans. Our internal generated funds, our tax revenue is not adequate to pay for this capital expenditure. And yet, the MPP are so.
The more reason right?
Oh, as for the toll,
so more agree say your internally generated funds, no, and enough. Say bet me aya kwanya hodo ni bebre. And then you cancel road toll, no.
At times, we also have to look at the people that we are governing, right? And you know, the road toll was given us 78 million. Ghana cedi a year. That is not the issue. The issue is about demand for road construction in the country. And I'm saying, I'm not the finance minister, but I'm saying on authority that we can't meet all the demands.
Because you can't.
Because your tax you triano. The 3-line expenditure, emolument, interest payment, and salary deduction. Since 2010. We always borrow. To
service that.
3 items. 2010 was 105%. 2014 114%. 2015 124%. 2016 131%. About 2019 123%. 2020 129%. And 2021 147%. It tells you say tax revenue no. So these 3 items intimate cover. This year, any other expenditure outside these 3 items, it is either coming from loans or it's coming from grants.
All right, and only understandable. Ghana ni biati as say every year biano budget no yenti me and resist na domestically. The more reason why you're going for it. But I'm saying say your road fund na yeje. Road fund some of it comes from road toll generating enough funds to ensure say akwanya hodo ni nyina and at least yenti me nyina akra na a major chunk of it. But the government says that there be because of traffic yenyi side in feel. Today we are almost going back to that.
We have to.
We have to go back.
I will say go back because to say the American, go back. We need to change the concept, and the concept is we have to adopt PPP, public-private partnership. Now, and reduce the pressure on government to borrow to construct roads. You call PPP. Nipa no also or pay no transfer.
But why do we have to do PPP? I buy into me under the gift the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. Yeni ankasa yentimi nye toll booth. No cars no ebia would have to pay on monthly basis. And anyhow by card, oko airport there wohono. Udu ha what card no oko park here. Depending on the hours ubedi wohono oko anu wakutia. A buyer cannot use the gift fund, some source of money if you hoban ain't me invest it. We have to go in for a private partner. Wono babe invest it. Nwetimi akwa kojiji sika no operate no the bia rabbi. Is that the best way to
Mr.
go?
Speaker, that is the best option. I'm telling you, that is the best option that for us to go, because size can now say buying fan money. Opportunity cost. Opportunity cost. That money could have used to do other infrastructure, other social interventions, and the rest. And apart from the opportunity cost, it has cost implication.
No, but what about the give for social intervention and no sikane mabako.
Gift now.
Yes.
Especially
when you are yet the ato.
Not part of this 140% I'm making. Gift is part of the statutory transfers. And
yes.
We have to borrow to support it. Are you getting my point? Yes, but we can line expenditure, a monumental experiment, and statutory deduction. Give now can it's part of the statutory deduction. This is your person remain your tax in Quadia can give in Quano intimate a day, intimate transfers can be alcohol. So we have to go and borrow so much, and it puts so much burden on the government. Said to borrow to fix road. Private sector, the other advantages apart from cost implication. Said private sector, Obabe pretty. And yet Ghana, if you go to Senegal,
but you try some model and farmer.
It has to work.
Previously, the reasons
why didn't it work?
Yes, the reasons a tolls no a free honor is the fact that a buy expected revenue or pursuing a falling short. The roads minister told us, say revenue na eba from road tolls no enye enough, inadequate. But no a private company na nejeje. Wo pretty tolls no a fan and crop for no tuyo moka. Then government at the end of the day will get their fair share. But the thing again is that say you try some model no all these years with the 36 toll booths na amfa. What are we supposed to do again if we really want to introduce it?
No, we'll have to introduce it. One, automation of all the toll booths is one. We should be prepared. Young modern say a bit try the realistic rates. President later at Amos.
Kessben.
Or increase to go to near 10%. Or for 1 city, 1,000%. Yatina Hodoma is almost 11 years now. So at times it is the political will. Right? NDC by after that, I'm not saying they couldn't do anything. Yes, we have almost 5 years now. It's a problem. If you travel outside the country, if you New Jersey, no can hold to Korea, would do to $10. We are not saying say between I'm matching or animal, but currently what we are paying is 1 cedi. So we should be prepared say between the realistic rate and the automation. Now you're expanding the number of toll booths that also have across the country. Like I'm saying, if the various government like the political will, let's go to PPP or more invest so much. It costs so much to cut 100 kilometer road. And I'm not sure it's everything the side bed, about to abandon all the time, borrowing here. Last week demonstrations are for across the country. I just sent constituency up in West. There was demonstration because a stretch of road about 10 kilometers is so bad. Very, very, very bad. Road there, they call the Western Corridor. For several years years, it is a case the bed in Nabato abans without shifting some of the responsibility to the private sector now. Opening any your loans now because every quarter, every section of this country will be a demanding roads. What is so be a demonstration on the other things like electricity or whatever. But roads there they be so the political pressure is there, and we are compelled to borrow to fix some of these roads. But I'm telling you, in authority, say start Argentina record there, and then we should expect a ballooning figure of our loans.
Interesting. It's a mini durable Dr. Festus and Edin Combo Upper West Dentra East, Upper Dentra East and And I mean, heading combo. Fachem constituency for the Ebeshime. He's a member of the government and then an NPP member of parliament, bringing us to 31 minutes after 8. And he didn't come more about Andra budget, but you're not budget now, so the review of it. Andra, the claim is that finance minister said, projections are in November 2021 against 2022 and one a year dear copim say a few but I bet to differ because in the 2022 budget Abaya and capture column, right? Cost of living allowance.
Yes.
And we are told say and no Bema somewhere around 4 billion Ghana cedis. I'm more accepted by Nankasa accepted per negotiation. Some move between 15% and the organized labor.
Yes.
And where is that money coming from? Sasi can if you Beba.
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable.
Kessben.
I can add my preliminary say, this is a very credible minister. He was very bold. Say, me Mr. Musika. Sikana mo de ma me no, you best spend within that. But you better so, you better your expenditure so. It tells you say going forward, the cost cutting and the physical expenditure discipline,
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. It's going to come out of the 135 billion.
It's going to be part of that.
It's going to be part.
Okay.
So obebusa extra money. Like the new
but appropriation for the 2022 budget.
Yes.
We ready budget in November. Parliamentarians mo ankasa na mo discuss here and mo debate here. Mo appropriation ministry agencies obia enyane there. Now I'm telling you say the 4 billion Ghana cedis near the babetu ya cola no. Any part of this budget appropriation bia anko for cola. Enti on whose expenditure sector by expenditure and the limit 4 billion na beshem near media ketafo. The minister didn't tell us clearly, baby as no ebe friaba. In other question, mo best spending on the bland side of Ghanaians.
No. Whatever peso that we spend will certainly be disclosed in the budget. We prepare budget FBB budget rigidity. Right. We have budget that's a very rigid that there's
Okay.
Fortunately for us, we said we are embarking on cost cutting measures, and I'm
yes.
And our chair was say the deficit that we recorded say you cost 7.4 it's now being reduced to 6.6. And I'm
may cross check
it. No, check.
Yes.
In the 2020 budget, 22 budget, we said we're moving from 15 to 7.4%, which was just 2.4% above the threshold of 5%.
Okay.
Yes, per 2024, no, we should be able to get to the 5% deficit of the GDP. That's the stability threshold. This all chair will say the deficit no 7.4 na ekasi kebeko no kura eso. Okay. The metiso at 6.6. That is credible one. Until expenditures, all other expenses everybody is going to be absorbed within that expenditure framework now. Say a bus I was say you go beyond 6.6 now. Me feel say finance minister the 9 ACBB so. Tino Timi a year bold say may resume my deficit from 7.4 to 6.6. Otherwise, it could be to be Jano, I'm an Atana 7.4.
Even with that, and not to me possible because as part of this budget review, and Prime Minister Kache said, your interest payment, your interest as I say it, also no, and no, in the 2022 budget, more project is move to 37,447 Ghana cedis.
And now 41.
Yes, say more project, more PGM, and they call 41,362 Ghana cedis. Now the question again is that the differences between 37 million and 41 million will double up. Deficit, right? So
the finance minister has taken all this into account. No, what will say the deficit will be 6.6. And I'm not sure there's any issue. Say, 6.6. No, in addition to that, your interest rate, your interest expense, is going to move from 37 to 41. Yeah.
Okay.
Let us say you ought to have added up to adjust the deficit of 6.6. But my make be joe. And that now argument.
Okay.
Say Adena you're moving from 36 billion to 41 billion.
Yes. In terms of payment.
In terms of payment.
Okay.
But you see, for the past 2 months, like Mika, interest rate across.
Yes. The minister stated, say,
yes.
Across.
From 12% to 27 to 28 to 29%. But I can't now almost the same triple. And interest rate across. And any equity loans or bank in affect here.
Okay.
Government also borrows from the domestic market. To domestic market interest rate in the cost na esana loans to interest rate cost. But anticipating of this stability that we have enjoyed, interest rate is likely to reduce marginally. If you use the straight line method, what happened within the second quarter, so all extrapolating, it means that we should expect 41 billion come at the end of the year. But we're anticipating some stability and some decline in the various macroeconomic indicators like inflation, interest rate, and the policy rate. And the exchange rate as well. From January to date, the city has depreciated by 15.6%. And we have almost half of our loans in foreign currency. And exchange rate depreciated by 15.6%. Also, by mathematically, your loan figure grew by half of our loan figure portfolio has grown by 15.6%. Effectively, about 8% of the total loans are because of depreciation of the city.
And when I'm a person, maybe my last question on that. Now, Yemra, the Hope review way at the ready for in terms of Bank of Ghana reserves, dollar reserves. Last week, Mokache said 9 billion, reduce it to 7 billion around the finance committee. Mo chairman, I corrected the figures. Yes, say increase your interest payment to 41 million. How are we going to get the reserves to be able to do that? Because when the can't see say your interest payment is in foreign currency. You want less. You want less with the Bank of Ghana. You better more to sustain your interest.
But you have to bear in mind we are not paying the interest rate, additional interest rate now. Where it's being extrapolated to the end of the year.
Okay.
And
bit by bit.
To be bit by bit. We share trade surplus. I recorded today 20, almost 2 billion. It reduced to 1 billion in 2021. Currently, it has reduced to less than 1 billion.
Okay.
But like I indicated, Sika to support their balance of payment in the finance and the capital accounts. You see, but because of the outflow of investment. And the outflow of dividend and profit from the various corporate entities, the capital account and the finance account, equal negative. That is what we are in now. But we are still in business. Balance of payment, we have the gold price also going up. Very soon we will have some significant funds coming to buffer our reserves. And once we have these reserves, you bet me stabilize the exchange rate, then we will see some level of appreciation in our currency. The additional 4 billion now, better for that are anticipating on assumption that the current rate of interest will remain. But like I'm indicating, there is some level of stability, and we're anticipating a further decline in the interest rate and the inflation. Because of the pronouncement that we are going to the IMF. At least that's physical and policy credibility, and that is what I said. So that was a bold decision by the minister, because all these gains. Now, the impact will be so much. So within 2 months, should be interest rate just imagine say you jive for the next six months. What will happen to the exchange rate? What will happen to the policy to inflation? We can't survive as a country. So I see our decision to go to IMF as a very good the direction. So at least to protect the gains that we have made.
But hope now a was a review way more for a ready for 81 pay Makola 40 KJT 40 Oko a year Cape Coast Kotokraba 40 Takrade Market Circle 40 hope no under this budget review, because before this review Nagana Fuakachos and Niememu day. Times are tough, and then we share the food and then prices are cost near the does this review of a budget seek to cure Sanya money?
The finance minister said, my team expenditure so the deficit back down. Growth rate now a project here.
Yeah.
And no me back down. You better support farmers. Importation of certain products, tomatoes and other things they are going to support the agri sector to make sure say animal wage now it's me about down. And your cost of living no na say ayeshi anameboa. Cost of living so no yes inflation interest rate no na across to that.
Okay.
Because who ko import normal the next time normal balance normal so they do speculative pricing. Also no on lose the value of his investment. That time you have finance minister more assurance. Say you require me for stability abemono. That speculative pricing will be no more.
Okay.
A bit my prices so I day. It's me about down. The young so a normal for 5 years 2 seasons now for this arbitrary increase in prices and you don't have price regulatory regime until there's a obiat me your pay you say we should come and fix the economy we say let's be very frank to ourselves. See, you're very honest. Nanka baby you do nanka intimi endru hono but you say yentimi pass you live your credit rating for downgrade investors start withdrawing their money and reserve started shrinking now. People started saving to protect their investment, demanding for more dollar because the city is going to depreciate astronomically. Around here, we cannot get any control for that. And the market, they have perfect information. Information party the office. Let me adjust my price. The next time I go China, I take your banana. My price, I there. Me value of me trading capital and shrinking. So this is a hope by the finance minister. Or the other. So, the finance minister saying in times of crisis like this, me budget deficit so. I mean, and Chancy, can say you're back for more expenditure, and that was what the multi were expecting. Say, Chamana, finance minister should have read them reviewed budget some 2 weeks back, and I'm aware.
Yeah,
you delay, I'm so IMF say, young kati, no maybe so you're increasing your expenditure, yes, but then just speculation. But he has been able to stand on his ground there. Even free HS, free education. Some can say you might be trim. But look at it.
Almost will be review.
Yes, we've spent over 5 billion. I mean, Ghana cities on them. You see, NAPCO, ni other things like social intervention programs. That was the anticipation. The market woman no mufi say you might be trapped free education. Then the federal hardship because to pay 1,000 Ghana cedi for a term, no, they see with the reason of this budget, one man hope say free education you better also. That confidence, is there.
Okay. Ghana ni bi enya hoto.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mr. Speaker.
Okay. Alright, final words chat to na your fancy meaning say we committee meeting this year and maminti your quick one on that na your fancy.
Very interesting. So, in a crisis period like this, now finance minister it may be very bold. I can say still now the expenditure discipline and the Public Financial Act, so we are going to go according to it. Now, yeah, offer 6.6 now or the minor. See, to me, achieve let's say next year, yeah, 5% threshold of the GDP. You bet me, I'm not about down. It tells you say there's hope, but Ghanaians, my country line for expenditure, your tax revenue into me and cover. It tells you say the taxable population, but people who pay the tax, is so. Yet to me, the sergeant way and develop a mind. You try your taxes. Na you need some. Me buy now with you,
Anye nipa.
Any nipa. Any or mine intimate Ghana mine. You took one for Bibia. Econo tax. If you do cleaning for even 1 hour in London, you pay tax. If you do security work in London, you for 1 hour or for one shift, you pay tax. Obia it's your tax. 1 city, 2 cities, the boomer now yes so much. But this kind of structural defects, yeah, you want or your budget, since whatever no there, and to me, the tax revenue cannot meet just this line of expenditure. Now you hear way. You best yama it's your tax no. Obi a ye taxable person bia no, but more than it should be your civil and your constructive obligations there. Umakwe day, ubakutia tax no. You dagana phone ya so ase.
Okay.
So munya abuchan so amaye.
All right. And the Honorable Dr. Festus Ewua Kofi and a minute day in common one a member of parliament and Rashibidani Edema Upper Dentra East and I think so member of Ghana's Finance Committee in Parliament and pay Nadaroma and a minute day in common. My entire hombra, you ever tried the CCR member. Na agresinti amwa atinase gasi fa wade ton de no na yemfa nto
na anopai what grace gift her back clinic to onka wade ebobo mu nti bia ha obia no wokọ modwoso a wonbeboa wo wokọ atra kese na omde na enema nyina atimu pa na tie grace gift her ba se yemfa se wo stroke yade asichire yade ha wo what hypertension so how hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E, and so how no bra na say na obaboa na wasaya de amanema nyina atimi edimu pa mesro hwehwa kwan enka ha wonum awo new achimota tiedi ni ye pa Grace gift eba clinic chira kwan awo new achimota wonum ben petroleum bungalow wonum family life international school ni die hwe wo kuma so afo ani chiremu awo ohim school junction wode wani ache barakese kwan so onmo a obehu Grace gift eba honum yesraw bibia ni awo number ni efra won na no emon komo 0244 126 123 0244 126 123 from now on emon komo and 0246 518 003 0246 518 003 o friend number imu bia no a Grace gift eba why krado a oya de ni nyina no wo pehu ne aguprede ama wo ho so atowo afei mamen kan for multi-credit savings and loans limited multi-credit savings and loans limited.
Hey, no Grace gifts ever.
Mensumetene baby anka me pema yeden nanso wadoma nkoma bo ade bo nipa bata nipa ho obi ada na nyonko ensu na yirasio obi a woni duma odidi bo a oman wokwa na ni kosi na fo wa yuku ni chechere ne ma obi ana ni koso ni ja obrechi ni kupodo fo eja wo mo enku ni maba aguna na yiri kwa ba akasa no makasa french mo obi na no awobo ajo asana na ho febia wani bono so awira tete okwane ne bane na sene ne ba ejo no bi no anta bi eja wo mu anami di asem asa chiri na no pa no asem eja wo mu asoma bi aba wodoma nkoma oba ade ehye yense yeni za woso eni je ni adrewo afe woni e bi wi ase asoni mu e ba sa wo yira kwan so akire ne pampa no bi asem yo bi asmo Oni pada sani awon manwemu wo wi ase ha asam to nyonko na to be bia nkamfa ho menso metene be bia nka me pema yeden nanso wadoma nkoma bo ade bo nipa bata nipa ho obi ada na nyonko ensu na yirasio obi a woni duma odidi bo a oman wokwa na ni kosi na fo wa yuku ni chechere ne ma bia na ni koso ni ja obrechi ni kupodo fo eja wo mo enku ni maba aguna na yiri kwa ba akasa no makasa french mo bie na no awobo ajo Asana na ho febia wani bono so awira cheche. Wo kwani ne bani na sene ne ba. Ejo no bi no anta bi eja wo mu anami di asem. Asa chiri na no mpe no asem eja wo mu asoma bi aba. Wo do man kuma oba ade ehye yense. Yeni nsa wo so eni je ni agrawom. Afe wo nua bi wi ase asoni mu. Eba sa wo yira kwan so akire ne pampa. No bi asem ye obi asmo. Oni pada sani awon manwemu wo wi ase ha. Asam to nyonko na to baby anka mfa ho. Menso metene baby anka me pema yeden. Nanso wadoma nkoma bo ade ebo nipa bata.
To be a Kessben super fan, simply like, comment, and share our posts on any of our social media platforms. Facebook, Kessben TV, Twitter, Kessben Media, and Kessben Media on Instagram. And you can be walking away with that prize. When you more debt. Yes, we've got lots of prizes for you, the super fan. Internet data bundles, ions, mobile phones, and other Kessben Media souvenirs. 10 lucky winners for every week. For more information, log on to our website www.kessbenonline.com or download Kessben Online app from the Play Store or the App Store. Kessben Superfan, let's have fun.
Na mu no so muntimi mi so o fesa de picture na sia ye na hwehwe ne nimasie muamuo na twitwa no a Kwame ya.
It's a sad situation. Yeah, the pictures, you know, every two screen necessary here for one more name no. We'll be putting it on shortly and stay with us. A very nice gentleman. Okay, honorable MC for BBN area so be quiet. Nimfonye ne da Kessben TV so no more am join your Facebook no o join any I will be home on Kessben TV is on Facebook and I feel 92.9 on Facebook. You be show accident we will talk about it. Government appointees any abai mum paying for kwanya or more drivers and the fast driving we'll be talking about it this morning though. But my man and African pose ziga about to say
yeah speaker
yeah come on.
Yes Papaya yeah can I say
Kessben.
Because or your friend to breaking news. We said 2 times and you interview no breaking news.
Okay.
But we say me grele na pa not to chepe. Na you hear or could do you no suffer no obisa education background. Because of ebia there or you didn't firm no abebe ya down for kese pa. Na nyam ko pon fa the crazy stuff. Now you see it's a COVID by.
Yeah.
Speakers washa. Me kai say on my penny third address mission. Or can we say you should be free COVID? As we said, we are not learning anything. Because they say all over the world, COVID now bar my and comfort cat cost. Maybe say a word there, a bar speaker, we are who she need. But you are dear.
Maybe just a minute. I don't pay a phone fan accident, you know. Videos, you know, I had very disturbing images. And wow, what's so I don't pay or share, no, it's a very sad situation. This is what happened. And a war be any Kumasi highway, so driver no is trapped in the vehicle. When to me and at the moment, and you look at the damages. Car no it's a very sad situation. Driver no when to me I just the way I trapping in Nippon session, a very sad situation beginning the day. The Honorable Alfred, Yamin Fanny cries here, MC for BBN area so be quiet. It's wooden crater no Edebeko a year, Eclipse collateral management for Atna year, one more Bajan crater no more dia Juma, Amanfa so dear Brenano, Abaso, Ediama, one more Chaquine, and war a year, a dental barrier, one more a year, but the Moses Hospital no, na and pay 1 year a year, Eclipse collateral management and advisory services for any income. More and pay 0543 832466 0543 832466 now on the Eclipse collateral management for any so things safety and decent income and pay when you are mokasa one more ebeboa pa ama on krata no and fasodie bebre na no so abaso ede amount 56 after 8 meba. keep changing their words, but we, the educated, find it difficult to even understand them. But we will surely vote against them. This government is so poor. Maminkai Lawrence Boache, they are there about no pay. Was it what do we free Suanoa? Assuring Quanta or the other near Unity filling station. Kwabri is. So I say I have an absolute belief that the economy of Ghana would bounce back strongly, as said by the finance minister. Greetings to Pastor Paul Boache and San Ode Abanono. Capito Gosso mentioned patriotic voices. Ghanaians, we should not entertain the minority NDC because they equally have nothing good to offer us. And if by a mistake we vote them into power, then we should know that we are doomed and we are going back to doomsday and the days of hardships as well. Anna Wede Abba, Coach Afrane Edi Abba, good morning to you, Mr. Speaker, and your panelists. I'm very happy. The flagship programs like free SHS, nursing and teacher trainees allowances were not cancelled. One major way the poor and less privileged can have their share of the national cake is through this program. So we Ghanaians must do all we can to protect these programs by voting for the next NPP presidential candidate and ensure the success ruling of this country by the new patriotic party. NDC there never again. Greetings to Obatampa, the Honorable Faustina Emisa, DCE for Obuasi East, Honorable Alex Blanksen, Commander Daniel Obey, Commander Bright Nyampong, and all the Obuasi municipality executives of the NPP. Coach Frane Medase, any messenger, and pay what they abba. Mamin can be a war a year. What's happening so enfama na afeyen to aso. I'm when if it a war as a man Kessben or the about. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. There is a hope in the media budget because the government will construct some new roads in the country. Is a good news for Ghana. Regards to the Honorable Amase, what they abandoned. I'm when if it war a year as a man Kessben. Say any message, you know, Mamin Kofu Frasuna, Benka, and no Kablavi at the way at the free podcast at the about. The bogus media budget has destroyed Alan Chamatin's chances to become president of Ghana. Kind of a reatest budget. Has no hope for the Ghanaian people. It can't even balance Ghana's 300 billion borrowed funds. So far, Ghana city's debt is all over the place. I hope Dr. Bawumia has seen this in terms of his smoothness level. And also what they abba. Mamin Kai way or say the NPP majority government ambush the NDC minority in printing money. The onus lies on the NDC minority to subject the majority due to parliamentary processes. The minority should equally come out with sanctions against the majority. Mere talking cannot save and solve our problems. Kekusi Ejeso Besiase and with the way at the Abba. That's any message. You know, Mamin Kai we say hello, good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm Kofi from Osu. Please. So what at all did the government say about NAPCO trainees and what do they expect us to eat when we are going to work? A question I would be sad. No, they are telling you, sir, by September, not extension, no about the way. DJ Mali, anyway, you see, so see, NPP government will never disappoint Ghanaians, and government will fulfill all the promises made to Ghanaians so far. We should have the patience and support the NPP government under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's regime for a better Ghana and progress. And what they abba. May I say any message I no pay also what they abba. Minkai way wahana afeyen to so I say the earlier the new patriotic party NPP National Executive seek the amicable solution to the problems at Dome Kwabinya constituency, the better, because if proper care is not taken for the first time, in history of Dome Kwabenya, the New Patriotic Party will either lose the seat to an independent candidate or the NDC candidate. So I am appealing to the newly elected General Secretary, lawyer Justin Frimpong Kodia, and his team to come to Dome Kwabenya constituency as early as possible to forestall the situation on the ground. Yaw Osakinde Ewa Taifa, and what the message you at the buy. Yaw made us a new message, you know. Let me also do this one. I was a good morning, Mr. Speaker. In fact, I'm suffering as free SHS uniform supplier because I have supplied school uniforms to Kofi AJ Senior High School for 2020-2021 academic year. I have not been paid yet till date. So please, Mr. Okumkom, help me. Medase Julia Fashion, Kumase, and I would message you if we had the buyer. Medase, I say, can anybody explain why after these years of cocoa production, we still have to go for loans every year to be able to buy our cocoa? Appiah J. Sunyane and Obisasa question here. Appiah J. made us say any messenger and pay also with the about 2 minutes after 9. Aha, Kessben 92.9, 93.3, and OTA no and face so across the country. This is Kessben TV. So now you're doing kakra morning. And to say, maybe I fine. I don't pay what Nasia.
Oh, there be but I pure wabe pow. Wabe papa. Now me enjoy the para. Now me pese. I got Nasia by me send the time no.
Yes,
meeting. Yeah, Beb says the other issues no. I am more time fan bra. I'm the producers and time fan bra. Wabe pa, honestly speaking.
Okay. Now, budget and drum will review. A lot of questions desire to be answered. A lot of them now. So you hear Nimus in the coming days. Now, my bit me explain. But key assets and take away from the budget. Mami Mubobe. So in 2022, a buy projection now make year in the budget. No be brina no honoma. Nana report what it. So until over a year. Okay, Mami Shasi in free hambom. Okay, Mamin Shasi, update on domestic macro economic development. Page 15, or say paragraph 34. So, Mr. Speaker, our economy has been impacted by this global development. The revenue measures outlined in the 2022 budget, have underperformed largely. Due to the delays in passing and implementing these measures. Inflation has surged to 29.8%, and it's only a very key indicator. The minister agrees that inflation across to 29.8% as at end of June 2022, as compared to 9.0% in June 2021. The cedi has depreciated against the US dollar by 16.86% between January and end of June 2022, compared to 4.1% as at end of 2021. This have contributed to the rising cost of living and labor agitations. Interest payments have been revised upwards. And a very important. A buying estimate is Yesika, you bet me ajeje ewa fi munyina or the 37.5 billion Ghana cedi 7.5 of our GDP and the debate yeah interest loans ajeje nebosiano or the 37.5 billion debate here. They say a buying because of exchange rate, you know. And they said the dollar no air cost running what person here now would you scary being tentem de fuel and it's our amount I estimate here for interest payment no a buy at to more and they call a year 41.3 billion Ghana cedis and also I don't know mainly an account of inflationary pressures and exchange rate depreciation resulting in higher cost of financing. Now I mean to you on this key point now after the issues on the tools and then some of the things are buying a review under this year budget.
Very speaker. As for that area, the technicalities for me is to you understand? Because the inflation, you know, we have inflation calculation now.
Kessben.
Your food basket no. Now we have calculation. How you calculate inflation.
Okay.
But you see, senior Becca Biano are buying Benyan because you know what I say the Ukraine and the Russian war now. You understand? And I'm a normal baby do baby. It is said you be Caribbean. A band be yano. Now, Mr. Speaker Facha Bepa. NAPCO.
Yeah.
And right now, my finance minister Kabi Bifa NAPCO. Now I see be introducing new program, a novelty program called You Start. Now NAPCO no abanawiye tio NAPCO no they say a do 3 years we are.
Yeah.
And so comma another batch. And so back for 3 years. And now we will 3 years in the bad year. You don't 1 year to come.
Almost extended.
Yes,
almost more permanent jobs, Christ.
Yes. Say me person who say NAPCO na end the cry. Say NAPCO beam. And I say another batch will come. That's what I want to do. Minister,
my answer no.
Yes,
it's ending on 1st September.
Or say completed. I am say yes.
NAPCO ni maybe.
I am say because who tell minister the kasana or say Mr. Royal Dodgers, my main character, or say as they exit the current cohort, the current cohort on the program are encouraged to take advantage of You Start initiative and other existing programs in our drive to build an entrepreneurial nation.
Okay.
Government's policy is to support dynamic young entrepreneurs to access training and funds to build their businesses and become a significant pool of job providers for their fellow young people. The minister added, You Start program is a novelty by the government to promote entrepreneurial activities and provide jobs, particularly for the youth. It is the government's special purpose, a vehicle to provide funding and technical support to the youth and youth-led enterprises to assist them to start, build, and grow their own businesses. So it means that NAPCO is replaced.
With You Start?
Yes, with the You Start.
Okay.
But you see, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
A kwanya fast why ended NAPCO no. Maniani.
Ade.
Maniani. Tie. Osha. Me. Minim say. Enya ban and a pair djuma mo bi awe university. Graduate awe technical university no. Enya ban the pair djuma the man. All over the world. Enya ban and a pair djuma edema obi awe university. You understand? But a ban trainee and conform to give value to the society.
Okay.
A bine teacher training colleges, nursing training colleges, any other institutions you don't buy the public service to give value to the society. Police school days are normally now. Training academy is normally now. But you see, I buy this program we ban speaker.
Me too.
We spoke against it, say no. And yet the onus of the government to provide job and I say or employ be occupied by the university. Say you feel say unemployment graduate no adults one. We should create a mechanism to enhance the private sector in order for them to employ more people. Than say you be created this a deliberate policy be you feel say a bet me
stop government
election. You understand? That's what the people thought. Say, a banner yet to win the next election. You understand? That is why you better 2020 elections. You nya NAPCO tradisa. You do my boss symbol so you did be boss no omudi.
Remember me.
You see, good. But Saudi Abadia, it's a programmer. I see the bar. I see a stay.
Kessben.
I see a stay.
Kessben.
A banner just had you because Sikani ho. Jamaican what I say. And a banner to me and creative mechanism to finance NAPCO is a failure.
Now, some time ago, Maakye said
it's a failure.
Maakye said stop government measures Appiah put in place, okay? All successive government, a lazy way of handling unemployment issues.
Yeah.
You were NAPCO, okay? NAPCO, you were Youth Employment Agency, okay, running so many models.
Yeah.
They said the NAPCO so running now. You confer NEIP. Name Eddie buyer. Okay, they say yes, you confer You Start the Eddie. All these things are stop government measures. Okay, and in terms of permanency, nipa say na woman a casual job and now woman a contract for about 2 years, 3 years. Contract ni wua still na no unemployed. Yes. Obeka chose still na no manage money.
Yes. And then I make say and no number you move that you tear napko na.
Yeah.
But you dey buy any day. The abino should make it sustainable. Because listen, there be a make say a kwanya President Kofodi youth employment by. So youth employment still there. Because I met metamorphose and I ababedu baby eduya ya after a dim bebebu by the same youth employment program. You understand? President Kofodi youth employment ban. Nanya President Kofodi the then security minister Ora Francis Puku. And I almost see Kumasi ni Accra netema netakra de mono ya wonkora bi almost sorry ya from Israel Taliban Al-Qaeda udua na doa no mo jejo force udua na doa no mo terrorizing kofo on the beach and kofo sika and we say then let us engage this your friend say youth send your beya see omutimi ba be ya aduma on the beach ebe masa no man swat and President Kofo say okay how do we finance them and they create communication service tax to finance the youth employment. Jamaica what I say?
Yeah, me too.
Now you see, about creating communication service tax. I have found the talk tax to finance youth employment. At me at now since 2006. About Mrs. Sabri Yabukase. It is still there. At the dinner, you feel see a bit creating up, which any youth employment, you know, the idea of creating youth employment ended up with the difference behind them. You understand? So, and we did not create a mechanism to sustain these people because a programmer, despite Sana Mitiano, a Yobia, Yaduaba, Ukonya skills.
Yeah.
Now, side, Eddie says he can be what Yatu so now Shahona now de Peduma. Oh, the Bichi. And then, San Crow is your catch almost Uncle Trefia. What's creating you
100,000?
100,000. Who mama kwa trefia bro mu nyaduma. And no sad than China. Unemployment graduate than here ka omasa. Ah, yes, we say oba dosu eti ye ne kakra mo ho ham. Eti ka bia ye benya be 9 years no. We should be able to absorb about 300,000.
Now what I can say is that there was no thought through policy, okay? NAPCO no yediaba, but after the exit of NAPCO, okay, there was no clear-cut plan. Plan beyond.
Yes.
Okay, so we training Nipani we are. Nipano Krana would not question the health model as no. Okay, obey. Whilst know very well, say there are students graduating from the nursing training colleges, Ministry of Health to absorb them. Ghana Health Service sent me absorb them. And to one year coach training under the health model. For NAPCO, no, one can say a bad. Some of them are not even nurses.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. But just for him to get the skill, will bet me assist in any health facility. But what about the real competent people? One more course, I say 2 or more allowance. I ain't me absorb you. You come to the agric model, the civil service model, and what are they going to do? What was the clear-cut blueprint direction? And say NAPCO no as it here. When you're training, they will bet him the aqua. Now they are still coming back as a burden.
Yeah, because listen, maybe I make us say, I buy with you. The news I do no eso. Esen abano. As we say, may engaging kofubi momo how. But as to make sure that I didn't be sustainable, I don't need the problem. Since I'm not say, and Korea employ me be kogu. Youth and afforestation, sir, planting for food and jobs.
Police.
After now, baby, and Tuamoka.
Kessben.
Yet, 12 friend, they be as young can be more.
Yeah,
you're Tuamoka. But it's a good program. But if
you are engaging in those, yes,
it is as a soldier.
Yeah,
but if you don't create BBA, who do a resources be or baby, I'll be to the panica, and you will criticize. You create health insurance. One never be Kadiamai. The Danish government, you know, you started health insurance on by the first year to say it twice. I buy a creative health insurance levy. You so called ye be you 2.5%. Our your VAT value added tax. And you say, young fan kahoma usikanwa at that time wako triano u premium verse 20 cities no afimuni ni na no entimi keta for you etiyampa yen create sa mechanism no 92.5% awa adie bia abakwa akoto ai ewo ayi ebete vat ekover no yenti famfiri yemfa meka sa usika no ho yemfa hwe oyare afinimu ni na. That is a brilliant idea. But the progress be bri abani atogu bi sa yedi ekwan be fa so ebe resource no and the lesson for all of us. Enya abai we nku abai bi obeba bi office may yes adia we say because of the next election. May yes adia we say because of say to win a political point no. I score political points no. I think say debia ebe kwati and I think sadia we say abai na hwe ya I'm telling you about fact that
I'm saying 9 months. I buy the omoka.
They'll pay a political price. I'm telling you. 9 months but I'm telling you about fact that the NAPCO, this government, someone ended offer the you start whatever they will pay a political price just like the road to. I'm telling you, they'll pay a political price. A true Horoma 2024. Now they don't have any programmer. The same group ever enjoy abiding with their defending year. You see what will happen in this country.
Mami Choka on the road to Nayanko.
Oh, the road to can say. They have good big time. You understand? From day one, and you catch a band say, road to Nayanko and 7 previous. And now a fast will be a so. I'm on the say pollution. And the pollution and traffic. And the more than anybody did traffic, always still more fuel. For another person they do tono obian complaining that say what the road or traffic always still fuel. Jamaica what I say. We also made to understand that 78 million it means constructed 10 kilometers of road. But 78 million Ghana cedis no. It means you NAPCO for worker. NAPCO about the NAPCO cost 70 million. Now month no. What they are NAPCO cost 70 million.
Now they mean
78 million. A bet me at I say I buy say I could be a PPP.
I want some be a PPP. I could from be a baby. But that was the model I now buy operating. I buy a contract to private organization. Or don't ever farm crop for one month the tools in the Sikano. Okay, no more we are one more accounts the actual buy no more for almost they buy percentage and buy no more for more percentage. But I'm asking myself, say, oh, Coco to Kahaya. Okay, Nana, yeah, the automated boot at the would do what? As I say, we are so now to take it. To take it, we are no akopaki. So we did 3 hours. 3 hours now, we did no. Oh, qua. There is a cashier space boot I create you. Now what they will receive nako no akutu can wait me a movie car. And yes, I will do the next end, automated machine ibua emi kura na oka na day. We can't do that simple thing. And then me bisa MP ni say finance committee member no by ni say ye will give. Okay, Ghana Investment and Infrastructure Fund. Yeah, we don't know. And no can be near the arrangement between private companies near there. Now, my question again is that why don't we take money from that fund? Near find automated toll booth no. Knowing very well, yeah, automated toll booth near CC cameras, and to say the engineer Abdullah Eka. Okay, we can have accurate data, about 90% accurate data. As you can be invested in machines, you best answer back because you're zero too.
Yeah.
But I still, so a private public partnership. It's still now you be compare individual private companies. So one them for music commission.
And only Rosa a PPP the best because I buy the claim say hefa no okofe sika dia piaka and that's how they say. It be beside no say a basana what about the other route? The 37th toll booth now and you collapse.
And then they see anything. Say I buy it.
And I'm just say just because you who read the newspapers now they are creating impression say toll is back. They make a right say I say toll is back. And speaker what I'm saying is what about the other toll booth no? Other thing you know see to me no.
Existing ones in there say I buy so on. And you have been American, and I am
oh my goodness.
I buy said no one on Piscavia.
They will pay political nice program. Wako collapse. Speaker 78 Ghana cedis a year. I buy a year automated now. We will amass more money than say na nipa boot no.
Yeah.
Because this time around ye tua obi aka. Dey make na what you say. And omo sa kire say na omo ye obutiti to to boot no. No bi di mu ebi mu omo deflate scan. Abra omo announce the actual you know am generate for the day no. You understand? It automated in betimi amana koso ka say doma NPB go better parliament. Already this issue 3 times and I know what kind of parliament e betimi aye waduma. And no sad that here uko roto bia speaker you will see about 200 people omo ye aduma. The auto to koko the baya ya chini bia no enam ho and no bia tena ho dia he the schools. All these people omni wo mabusu afoni na akwa trefi 37 tobut udi nipa 100 cry and o maduma abom a okwa trefi a wonya aduma. Just imagine the number.
Mamina was
these people are going to vote against you.
Mamina was now yeah, but quick one. Nana mami miss our question way. Why Youth Employment Agency position in the hall.
Why
Kodua Justin Kodua
I say me nyane
why resign
on resign ba beti say Kodua yes onye biem okwa kopre okoye politics
but he was supposed to resign and stand up.
Yes, but me cite ayi bia a che say Kodua resign eti obetimi asaya du maybe obetimi akọ office as a general secretary.
I see, but minti and say why resign won ko biem. That is what I'm told.
I was also told say or kasa onye adwuma ni biem or kwa kopre general secretary. But say wa resign so official you say wa resign the maintain say wa resign.
Okay. But you nim say the appointment beba because general secretary one person be adwuma biem general secretary there. So continue party. But menya ntie Nana me bisa because menya ntie bi. Say Nkrofo lobby. Nkrofo lobby. Nana say
ebi no ha. Bika.
Me ubodi ni mawana.
Waro.
O me ubodi ni.
Oh bubo bibo. O de make say on lobby. But omo a like so betimi anya.
Nkrofo we interest. Mate say oru akwakwa we interest. So nim kwakwa.
Oh, me kwa be refi no. Kwa pedia ni omobodi.
Nana eti obe ho adwuma but say interest o ma. Uraba na hene nso onim bada hene.
Yenu aba na hene.
Unim no. Former secretary center right. Wono so nya nkeye. Nkeye bad. So but
Mr. Mama Kasem kitweni.
Metio.
Me ka say President reshuffle Madam Kafina Fekunu. Say what the Madam Babrotin just the reason simple. On person Western region for Belusu
that slot.
Okay. You understand? And he was replaced by a woman. Our free side honor. So many ministry yaya reshuffle. Bino sade nipa o free side area honor koe. So what the kwakwa ebe replace Justin Kodua. And one no. I'm telling you about fact. Because for now,
but he need to is Ashanti region.
It's Ashanti region. But what I'm saying is the youth employment agency.
Ashanti region is near Bear 5 and go for more train with you.
Other make sure say Kwakwa was a youth organizer. It's a youth organizer. Meboa. And Justin Kodua was a youth organizer in Ashanti region. And Yababa youth employment agency was a very sacred national youth employment agency. What I'm saying is that if we replace Justin Kodua with Kwakwa, it's the same.
Okay.
For the period of this 4 years,
okay. But I also prefer Banahene. Maybe I also prefer Banahene because Banahene is so a key of the government. Now, also a former DC, right? And also I know me person mechanism na ko baby, but I know say a banning relationship with youth, the strategies are bet me are put in place. But I know about 5 people.
We had a program with him.
Yes, the man we had a program with. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
And the maturity, former lecturer.
Yes.
Christian service.
Yeah.
The demeanor, research, and in the BBI, the models as an administrator with entrepreneurship. I believe, sir. Yebedi hon komo in the coming days. From Ochina to Friday, Yes. Yebedi hon komo. The relationship with the media, one. The entrepreneurship skill, the party, and the strategy will be put in place. Former secretary. Central DC. In the coming days, me bisa because me say interest never the doorso. As I speak to you now, let's start menyankwaya nipa 5. Okay.
Omu now Ashanti region.
And quite interesting. But we will subject all the people now after a show interest.
And the general secretary of the party is also going to influence.
Yes.
This time around.
That's Uncle Bona Shasia Eba. And you made this Uncle Bono. Final replacement for right Justin from Pokodia. Why very interesting dynamics coming up. But many of you answer series, no? Oh, yes.
Yes, it's demolition exercise be so cause Mamubu market. And that's a get to
many of you see,